What's happening, y'all? We are back for the SR20 build. Today, we are going to be tearing down the SR20. Now, I'm probably going to do this in two parts, the bottom end and the top end, but I might also do a short, quick version and a long version. So I'm going to record as much content here as I can to show you the teardown of the SR. But we are pretty much ready to go. The rocker cover's already off because I was planning on painting it, so I was cleaning the inside of it the other day. But here we are. It's dirty and pretty disgusting. So whoever the owner was before me did not keep up with his oil changes. I tried to as much as I could. But this is just what happens when you do not change your oil enough. You get, so these are clean because I cleaned them, but everything else is dirty, filthy, disgusting. But here we have everything laid out for disassembling, because I'm going to keep it as organized as possible here. We got some plastic containers, Ziploc bags, we got some oven wipes and oven gel cleaner. This oven gel cleaner works really well. You paste it on, you let it sit, and then rub it off. That's that simple. Different markers, glad wrap. But that's all the organized stuff here. Got everything we need here for tearing it down. But yeah, socket set, impacts, pretty much all we're gonna need, and maybe a hammer and a chisel just for, or a pry bar for the harder things to get off. But here we are, ready to tear down the SR. I've been looking forward to this for a while now, but I'm finally getting to it. I've also, if I come into any problems, under here, under the S15 steering wheel, I have the engine teardown and rebuild guide. So in here is just the index. So this is just all the guide to find everything. And then we have the engine mechanical, which is just a whole engine teardown, and you've got everything here. So extremely handy, recommend. I can also find it for you if you need it. It's pretty simple to find it. I think it's S15s don't die, or SJC never dies or something. But I got this from there for free. Simple download, pretty easy. But without further ado, let's get into tearing this down. Now before I start taking anything off, I'm always going to be checking this book to make sure I'm doing everything properly. I have tore down the RB20 for the S13 project. This is just a flip project. It's not going to be shown on the channel much. I might show the RB20 rebuild. Here's all the blocks. I got two blocks, two heads, and well, just two of everything pretty much. All the engine parts down there. But this is where we're going to start. See how this works? That must be good enough, surely. So, here we are. Let's crack open a cold one. There we go, that is the cam covers off. Now when I pick this up, this should all come off, but what I'm gonna try and do is to keep it all in one piece, wrap it up, keep all the bolts in the exact same spot, just for organization purposes, because really does help. But I'm just gonna have to figure out how I'm doing that. I think when I pull these off, that one's not connected, that one is. So they're all coming off pretty good, which is nice. No struggle. Okay, so they're all free now. I think what I'm going to try and do is that's rear right, that's rear left. So I'm going to write that down. This is rear right. This is rear left. So then I'm going to go rear left 1, rear left 2, rear left 3, rear left 4, rear left 5, and then I'll just wrap them up. So we've got the cam covers all organized. Motherfucker! S! That's dumb. Why the fuck is that there? Why? Why? One. Fuck, I make some weird noises. What the fuck are you? It's gotta be a gasket behind this, which fucking annoys me. Oh yeah, fuck, Jesus Christ. Whew. Mate, that is fucking filthy. So we've taken the sprockets and camshafts off. What we've done is wrapped them up again. Sprockets are in their own bag. So we've got sprockets and cover and all the bolts that hold them on. The camshafts, and then I've also got the cast sensor. I pulled that out, that's pretty easy. I've just got the screwdriver holding the time chain so it doesn't fall down at the moment. This is gonna change once I pull the head off, but that's all it's gonna be for the moment. All right, so there was a bolt here for the head, bolt here for the head, and there's two bolts right there. So I'm gonna take them out with the electric. But then we're gonna be removing the head. Just gonna take it easy. Once again, boom. Always ratchet first, never go straight into hitting it. Never go straight into hitting it with the impact or your power drill. Always crack it first. Obviously don't snap it. So yeah, I'm putting these head bolts. I'm very fucking organized. So boom, we go back to our guide. Now we're ready to actually remove the head. So what we need to do is get, I believe it's, bolts should be loosened in 2 or 3 steps. Remove cylinder head completely with intake manifold. You don't have to do that. Obviously my intake manifold's off. We'll have to do it in steps here, obviously. You got the 1, 2, 3, 4. Remove cylinder head, 3 step, remove cylinder head, move into it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But we're gonna do that very gently. So it should be removed in a couple steps, but it's all right. I'm gonna probably do it a bit more than a couple steps. All right, well, I'm gonna need a breaker bar because that shit is conked on there. All right, we continue. Start. So that's all the head bolts off. Now I'm just going to keep going doing the process until they're all, I feel confident how loose they are, and then we can start pulling them out. So, by the way, I just want to make a full exposure that I am not a fully trained mechanic. This is a hobby. I am a sparky. I am not a engine mechanic or a mechanic. So, but I feel quite confident. This one's a bit tight. Still a couple rounds there. But I feel fairly confident that that is the head completely removed. So now I'm going to remove it with this tool here. But yeah, fairly confident they're all good to go. So we'll start removing them, and I'll be putting them in this bag here, which is head bolts. Everything that holds the head on. So again, do the same pattern. All I'm doing is removing them first, and then I'm gonna take all them out, put the washers on them, and put them in the bag. I will be replacing these with ARP head studs anyway, but just good to keep them. So the GoPro overheated, but we're back. So what I've been doing, pulled out all the bolts, but what I've been doing here is grabbing a magnet in a socket. I think it's a 17mm. Dropping it down. It's hard to see inside there. What I do is I spin it until I see the washer move with the magnet, and then I pull it up. and that's how I'm getting the washers out. I don't know if anyone would care to even do that, but that's what I've been using, just so I don't drop anything when I pull the head off. But yeah. Alright, so I just put all the rocker arms off then. Put them into left and right boxes because that helps me out a bit. Now, next step is figure out what the book says. Now, I'm pretty sure I'll just say lift off the head now. Remove rocker arms, shims, rocker arm guides, and hydraulic lash adjustable from cylinder head. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull the lifters out. We're gonna have a, I think I'm gonna have a bag of oil. Be a little bit easier. But yeah, those are definitely coming out. So we'll have a bag of oil, and we'll just drop the lifters straight in. And then the shims and stuff. So we're gonna do the lifters first. I'm just gonna do it while the head's on. It's a lot easier for me. But we're not gonna take out the valve springs because I need to check the seal when I pull the head off. I'm gonna make sure it's all good to go. So I'm using just any oil I've got on the shelf. It's a little bit thicker than the HPR5 that we use in these engines. But now I'm just gonna pull these lifters out. Hopefully they don't resist too much. It's gonna be difficult, but I'll just put this fan on and I'll get to it. Straight, easy out. So that's all the lifters removed. One of them was a little bit more persistent than the others, but they're all in there. I'm gonna put the lid on. It's pretty obvious what those are. So those are good to go. But now we're gonna lift the head off, and I'll skip that part because I'll need to have all hands on deck. There we have it. The head is off. So the head is off now. What I got to do here is check all the seals and stuff, pull off all the little pieces that are on there. I might even pull out the studs. Make sure I give it a bit of a clean. And then now we've got the block here. As you can see, the pistons are dirty as. Looking at these cylinder walls, they don't look too bad. I'm pretty impressed with how they look. Obviously I'll be cleaning all these coolant lines because it was running water for a fairly long time, which not the biggest fan of. But the next step is to pull all the front off this engine, flip it over, pull the oil pan off and get it down to bare block, ready for machining. We've got shit like this, the knock sensor I gotta take off, and these pipings and stuff. So still got a fair bit of work to do to the engine block, but this will pretty much be pulling the head off video. I'm gonna make like 5 videos out of all this. It'll be engine block, engine head, and we'll do it in separate parts. So, but anyway, that is it for this video, guys. Where the head is off and we're ready to start dismantling the head and the block. I'll see you in the next video.